Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is going to be a special Friday challenge where I celebrate the U.S. because it was, July 4th a few days ago. So we should celebrate, and to celebrate, I want to do the following. I was originally thinking of the theme as being Americana, like things that kind of represent the U.S. I even made a list. I had a list of all Americana kind of things, like cowboys and baseball and apple pie and beauty contests, Uncle Sam, U.S. flag, Statue of Liberty, Eagles, and Captain America. So I was thinking, oh, that'd be a really cool little theme. But then I decided, hey, that's kind of too broad. It was going all over the place, and I was pulling out random weird books. So I decided maybe make it a little bit more focused. So it's going to be American flags and stars and stripes, really. So good example of that is number 10 on my list, and it's Captain America. So we got the stars and stripes, which is the star on his shield. He's basically walking around with the American flag. This is actually a great cover by Rob Liefeld. It's one that's probably made fun of by a lot of people because of the proportions on Captain America's chest, but I just thought it was a great American cover. So this is what I'm talking about, stars and stripes. So that's number 10 on my list. Now this next one is kind of a, you're probably like say, oh, is it really stars and stripes? Well, I'm saying it's stars and stripes. I'm the one that makes the rules on this, but it is. I think it is kind of it. You'll see what I mean. It's WoW Comics number 31, and you got the stars, and there's no real stripes. I had to say, I'm being honest here, but it kind of makes me feel like the American flag, even though it's it's not necessarily the typical stars and stripes. But for some reason, I always feel like when I see this cover, I always felt like it was representing the stars and stripes. So something about it, lots of stars. So this one, that's why it's lower on the list. I love this cover, but it's lower on the list because it's barely capturing that American flag kind of element of the stars and stripes. So it's lower on the list. But it is a cool cover. I just always love that cover. This one's a bit better. The next one, number 8 on my list, is AllStar Comics number 4. And this is actually a pretty cool comic for a bunch of reasons, but we have the American flag right there. And the reason I like this cover is it's All-Star, but they put the little stars into the title of the comic. And I always felt like that was very patriotic and very symbolic of the United States, and the American flag. And this is the first time, this comic is the first time you get the JSA going out on an adventure as the JSA. Before, they were all sort of individual heroes. Well, this is the first time that they team up and go out. Now, the book prior to this, they form the Justice Society of America, but this is where they really go out on that first adventure. So this is All-Star Comics number 4. So yeah, just a really great comic. All-Star Comics, the first adventure for the Justice Society of America. That's what the notes even say. Okay, this next one is again using the costume with the stars and stripes on it, but this is a little bit more obvious, and there's actually a couple people that are wearing US costumes. So we got right at the top here, and this girl down here. And this is Good Girl Art Illustrated, or Art Quarterly, number 11. And we got Lady Liberty, and just great cover. And she's even doing some of the I was talking about Americana well, I think those are corn dogs, or I'm not sure what they are, or maybe they they call them donkeys, but maybe it's like making fun of Twinkies. I'm not sure what they are, but kind of makes me feel like some American food. So yeah, yeah, I just thought this was a great one, fun cover, sexy cover too. I like my Good Girl covers. Speaking of which, another great Good Girl cover that almost has the subliminal American flag in it is this one, Betty Page. And this one's a recent book, actually. I just thought it was a great cover. And, her beach towel is the stripes. And in her, like, bathing suit, her bikini, there's, like, stars mixed in. There's anchors and stars, but mostly stars. So just a great cover. Betty Page, #1 of the most recent series for her. I just thought this was a great cover. So yeah, so that's the next on my list. Number 6 or number 5 on my list is really a interesting one. This one was one that was given to me as an A-OK. It is Shade the Changing Man. This was given to me by my friend Falco, and got Uncle Sam, very mutated looking Uncle Sam, but we got the stars and stripes on his hat, Uncle Sam's hat, and his pants and stuff. I always liked the character of Uncle Sam, so I was trying to find an Uncle Sam just for this show. I realized I don't have that many Uncle Sam covers. I was a little bit surprised by that, but this one I thought was interesting. It's something that you don't normally see me show. So yeah, I just thought this was cool. This is Shade, the Changing Man, number 4. Okay, and number 4 on my list is a really great cover. Now we're getting into the better covers. Like, these are the more patriotic and true American flag kind of covers, stars and stripes. This is the Rocketeer. This is a Dave Stevens cover, and it's just a really great cover. Just I love that whole, like, Americana, like where you proud of the American flag, holding up the flag high, and this is the Rocketeer, the official adaptation. So this is just a really cool book, really great cover by Dave Stevens. So yeah, so that was the official adaptation for the movie that came out back in the early 90s. Okay, the next book is one that I think really does capture American flag really well, because it's called American Flag. We got, him, dressed in American flag kind of stars and stripes. Got all these American flags in the background. You got the eagle. Just really great patriotic cover, and you got even the U.S. down there. Just a really great American cover. Like, this is like very stars and stripes, American flag kind of cover. So I hope this kind of shows the theme a bit better. These ones are really obvious American flags. I was, trying to find some good American flag covers. So here's another great American flag cover. This is Captain Marvel, number 26. And this is a CC Beck cover, and just a really great one. The weird thing about this one, I've never seen it where the colors are anything but this weird orange. I don't know why. I'm sure there must be other ones out there that have a more red cover, but I've always seen it as this strange orange. But yeah, it's a great American flag cover, and really shows the stars and stripes. I think this is a great cover for that. So that's why it's number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list is something I always love this cover. I always love this comic in general. Is Wonder Woman number 7. And Wonder Woman number 7 is great because it's like a presidential run. You got all the flags. Wonder Woman is a walking American flag. She's got the stars and stripes. And it's just, you got all the people waving their American flags. I just love this. It's such a patriotic cover, and I just thought it was it's one of my favorite Wonder Woman covers. So I thought it was very good for this list. So Stars and Stripes and American flags. So I'd love to see what people can come up with. Hopefully you can come up with some that aren't quite the stretch that I did at the beginning of this video. And I'd love to see what people can come up with. I was surprised. I was flipping through my Superman, and I was flipping through my Action Comics. I was even trying to find a lot of my Captain American comics, and I was surprised by how few American flag comics there were. So this might be a bit of a challenge. It might be harder than you know. So I'd love to see what people can come up with. If you want to participate, all you have to do is record a video showing 10 American Stars and Stripes covers or American flag covers, and use the hashtag Stars and Stripes. Let's keep it simple. Stars and Stripes and Friday Comic Challenge. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.